National Reporter points major concerns for Roger Goodell as Shadur Sanders prank cost Falcons $350K. Imagine getting a FaceTime from someone claiming to be your future boss, only to realize it's a 21-year-old with a prankster's grin and zero chill, quipped Mike Florio, setting the stage for a draft day disaster that left the Atlanta Falcons $350,000 lighter and the league scrambling like a QB under pressure. The 2025 NFL Draft wasn't just about rising stars, it was about falling protocols. Enter Shadur Sanders, the Colorado QB whose draft night livestream turned into a Curb Your Enthusiasm level cringe fest. When Jeff Ulbrich's son, Jax, swiped his number off an open iPad and prank called him posing as Mickey Loomis. It traces directly back to one of the NFL's teams, Florio deadpanned. Falcons defensive coordinator Jeff Ulbrich had an open iPad. His 21-year-old son Jax saw Shadur Sanders' phone number, wrote it down, and made the prank call. One thing led to another, and the C*** hit the fan. The fallout? The Falcons are fined $250,000. Ulbrich himself is fined $100,000 for failing to protect confidential information, Florio reported, as social media erupted faster than a Travis Kelce endzone celebration. The NFL's punishment was swift, but the damage was done. Social media was ablaze with theories, and enough breadcrumbs led back to Jax Ulbrich. For Sanders, projected as a top 3 pick but sliding to the Cleveland Browns in the 5th round, the prank was a gut punch. Yet, true to his primetime pedigree, he shrugged it off. Childish, he muttered, channeling his dad's icy cool. Now, Roger Goodell's sweating harder than a rookie at combine drills. The prank exposed the NFL's info-security game as weaker than a prevent defense with 0-2 left. This is need-to-know information that went to people who didn't need to know it, Florio roasted. The NFL shared Shadur Sanders' number with every coach, assistant, GM, and personnel exec. Way too many people. It's like Logan Roy sneering, "You're not serious people," but replace Royco with NFL front offices. Security fumble exposes bigger trust crisis than Sanders' prank. The league's rep took a hit sharper than a Micah Parsons edge rush. How much other confidential information is falling into the hands of people who shouldn't have it? Florio pressed. A 21-year-old sees an open iPad. What else could they see? Who's injured? Who's getting the ball? That's something the NFL needs to worry about. Even Falcons chairman Rich McKay's competition committee clout couldn't dodge the stink. They've had questionable punishments before, like the fake crowd noise scandal or the Kirk Cousins tampering case. But here's the kicker. Better yet, do the calls on FaceTime. Then it's obvious someone's being pranked the second they pick up, Florio suggested, dropping a solution smoother than a Patrick Mahomes no-look pass. The NFL's response: memos, tighter protocols, and maybe fewer iPads lying around like cursed artifacts. Only 3 people per team should have that phone number: owner, GM, and coach, Florio argued. You could argue just one person needs it. Meanwhile, Shadur's riding the wave like a Pro Bowl alternate. His $4.6 million rookie deal with the Browns might pale next to Cam Ward's $48 million bag, but his nil empire, $6.5 million from Nike, Beats, and Mercedes, is straight-up ballers vibes. Fans are snatching up his merch like free Super Bowl tickets, boycotting NFL gear to back the underdog. At the end of the day, the punishment is $350,000 total for the Falcons and Jeff Ulbrich, Florio's side, for allowing the number to get out, resulting in one of the most notorious prank calls the NFL has ever seen. But here's the real tea. The NFL's draft night fumble isn't just about pranks, it's about trust. When a kid with dad's iPad can hijack a franchise's future, it's time to reboot the playbook. As Game of Thrones, Littlefinger once schemed, chaos isn't a pit. Chaos is a ladder. For Goodell, that ladder better lead to a firewall. Stat: fly, Eagles fly? Nah. This season, it's all about buy, iPads, buy. Dillon Gabriel's girlfriend sends message to Kevin Stefanski's Browns before Shadur Sanders' battle for QB1 heats up. The Cleveland Browns quarterback room is suddenly the center of the NFL's most intriguing post-draft storylines. 2 high-profile rookies, each with elite resumes and distinct paths, are now on a collision course in Cleveland. One has the NFL's attention due to his famous last name and college highlights. The other? He's quietly earning trust behind the scenes and has support extending well beyond the football field. As training camp nears, the battle for QB1 isn't just about talent. It's about timing, trust, and a dash of luck. Joe Thomas on Browns, selecting Shadur Sanders in the 5th round. Days after Dillon Gabriel was selected with the 94th pick in the 2025 NFL Draft, his fiancée, Zoe Caswell, took to Instagram, posting a celebratory message. While honoring his Hawaiian roots, she adorned him with garlands. She said, "Cleveland, we're ready." It wasn't just a show of excitement. It was a public statement of belief in Gabriel's fit with the Browns. The post included other images of the couple celebrating the moment with friends and family, capturing the emotion of a draft outcome many didn't see coming. Gabriel's road to this point wasn't conventional, but it was steady. From Hawaii to UCF, Oklahoma, and finally Oregon, Gabriel showed grit and adaptability at every stop. Across 63 college starts, he threw for more than 14,800 yards and 155 touchdowns. Despite standing at just 5 feet 11 inches, his accuracy and consistent performance won over coaches and teammates alike. That leadership quality, paired with his understanding of multiple offensive systems, appealed to Browns head coach Kevin Stefanski, who reportedly sees Dillon Gabriel as an ideal fit for his rhythm-based passing attack. Browns GM Andrew Berry echoed that confidence, saying, "Decorated college career, very accurate, very poised, throws with the anticipation, good mobility. We just thought he had a really well-rounded game." The biggest negative that you say about him is that he doesn't have the ideal height, but that's not something that we felt like showing up in his game. While fans were still processing the selection, Stefanski's preference was already taking shape. According to insiders, the Browns coach pushed hard for Gabriel, valuing his talent. But not everyone in the building was aligned. The front office had its eye on a bigger name, Shadur Sanders. Will Dillon Gabriel's consistency outshine Sanders' star power? The son of NFL legend Deion Sanders, Shadur entered the draft with buzz. At Colorado, he was a star athlete and the crowd favorite. He carried the weight of his father's legacy on his shoulders, adding pressure to an already demanding path to the NFL. In Colorado, he threw for 3,230 yards, 27 touchdowns, and only 3 interceptions in 2024. Despite those numbers, Sanders fell to the 5th round, eventually being selected by the Browns. Many analysts and fans were surprised by his drop, as they had projected his selection in the 1st round itself. However, more concerns reportedly centered on his system fit, off-field distractions, and the high expectations that come with his last name. Gabriel, by contrast, quietly climbed draft boards through production and consistency. In his final year at Oregon, he threw for 3,748 yards, 38 touchdowns, and just 6 interceptions. Over 6 seasons, Dillon Gabriel suited up for 64 games and started 63 of them. That level of experience proved hard to overlook for Kevin Stefanski and Browns GM Andrew Berry. "We spent a lot of time with Dillon throughout this process," said Berry. "We brought him in right after the combine and did the private visit and workouts out in Eugene. Decorated college career, and very accurate and very poised. We just thought he had a really well-rounded game." While Shadur Sanders may bring more flash, Gabriel offers the fundamentals, and Stefanski seems to favor the latter as the Browns prepare for minicamp. The quarterback competition is anything but settled. Sanders is undeniably talented, with the arm strength, mobility, and swagger to make plays at the next level. Dillon Gabriel, however, has already been through multiple offensive systems, adjusted to new locker rooms, and led teams under pressure. In the end, whether it's Gabriel's quiet confidence or Sanders' high-ceiling potential that ultimately wins out, one thing is clear. The Browns are entering a new era at quarterback.